Watch, look, America is cooked. I'm burnt the fuck out. And honestly, I don't see nothing else I could do besides focus on maintaining my peace, focus on aligning myself to myself while I wait for the rest of this shit to fall apart. There ain't nothing else I could do. There is no more opportunity. There is no more room for growth in America, at least how it is right now. There is no new career to start. This system is fucked. The way America is, how it is right now, is fucked. And trying to keep up and trying to find a way to win in this bullshit is what got me burnt out, mentally and physically. I understand it now. So I've decided that the best thing I could do is say fuck it and focus my energy and my efforts on things that I can control and on things that matter the most. So all I've been trying to do is focus on maintaining my peace. I've been focusing on love. I've been focusing on spending time with my family. I've been focusing on spending time with nature. And I've been focusing on planning a world outside of this bullshit. And I constantly try to think and strategize how this world can be rebuilt once all this shit falls apart. And honestly, I don't see there being anything else to do that isn't a complete waste of time. Because the way I see it, all this bullshit that America's still talking, it's just an illusion. It's just chasing the carrot, you know what I'm saying? And in the process of chasing these illusions, we ain't gonna do nothing but overemphasize our potential and ignore our limitations, which leads to burnout, mentally and physically. And I don't know about y'all, but I need some peace. I don't know what America got going on, you know what I mean? That's America's problem. I ain't make this shit like this. They did. So in the meantime, and in between time, I think the best thing I could do, like I said, is just focus on maintaining my peace and aligning myself with myself and nature and the people and environment around me. Because America is cooked. Ain't nothing to hold on to in America. And people who still trying to hold on to America, it's gonna be fucked up when they realize it's all gone. And I ain't trying to end up like that. I ain't trying to go out like that. I'm trying to hold on to myself. So when all this shit goes, I still got me.
Alright, Shalom Israel. I want to start by giving all glory and honor praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and the brother I'm one for dance every Florida from the Camp Province in Babylon. Come with another quick hit to the Spirit and Power BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Lord, to edify and feed the sheep. Devil honor to that I was an apostle, great minister, teach you well. Peace and blessings to the brothers who's pushing this work in truth sincerity to the sky abroad. Alright, now as you can see in the video, alright, of this Jake, just expounding on that, this place is completely through, man. Alright, and that everything that is here is ultimately going to be destroyed or come to an end at some point. Alright, and the fact of living here in this place, alright, in America is, is worthless, okay, to try to, build something here, a career, or even try to establish some type of business here and whatsoever. All right, fashion or form, because things here are just constantly going to shits, man. All right, which this is all a part of the destruction that's supposed to come upon this place, man. Okay, the mirth of these people is gonna cease. All right, the laughter, the enjoyment, the feasting, all of it's gonna cease, man. And a lot of these American people, including the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, are going to feel it on a heavy level, man. All right, on a mass level. And that's what you're seeing in this video, this Jake, man. He started expounding on wanting to spend more time with his family, have a peace of mind, and et cetera, man, because everything else is just pretty much tearing at him, man. Okay, he's worn out, he's burned out. All right, and that's what we've been, telling our people, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, all right, that this place is not your rest, man, okay? Now, I ain't gonna make this too long, straight to the point, but something that was on my spirit to bring out as I seen this video, to touch up on a point, man, because the point is that this place, man, is through, okay? And if you're still trying to find rest here, ultimately you're going to be destroyed with this place, man. Okay, because America, all right, this place, Babylon, man, is destined for destruction. Okay, but this is the book of Micah chapter 2 verse 10, and it reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." All right, and as you can see in the video, all right, it's showing a great example of, this is why this place is not our rest, man. All right, you can go, follow the brother's page who posted this, GMS Get This Work Too. All right, this will be a repost of putting this in this video, but you can go and follow the brother GMS Get This Work Too. All right, page, man, because he post some very edifying things and etc. All right, but as the scripture goes until it says, "Rise ye," "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." Speaking to you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, and our people are in a very sleep state, man. Okay, they're in a complete state of slumber. All right, and they don't want to wake up to these things until they're facing death, man, or until they're facing some type of harsh condition, right? And that's why you see them going through the things they're going through today. All right, because Jake don't want to face the reality that they're still being put in the case of being enslaved, man. Okay, and you're in captivity, all right, to your oppressors. All right, but still you got Jay trying to build a family, build a career, build a business, and build, but ultimately it's all going to be destroyed here, man. Okay, as the scripture says, "For this is not your rest." All right, but continuing, it says, "Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." So everything here is polluted, man. All right, the water, all right, the air, the food, okay, the plants, the grass, the trees, all right, the clothing you have on your back, all right, the things, the essentials that you use every day is all polluted, man. All right, and this devil Esau Edom is the number one cause of it, man. That's what the scripture is going into it, that he is the border of wickedness, man. And a lot of our people have a hard time accepting, all right, who the enemy is, man. No matter how many times you have told them, all right. This is the harsh effect of our people being, their minds, being completely scrambled, man. Okay, trying to find a rest here in this place. You see, which leads me to this right here. All right, because constantly this devil has been working at trying to take Jake, out the game, man. All right, constantly. I'm gonna grab this real quick. This is Psalms. Let me see. Bear with me. Psalms 83. All right, as it reads, it says, I get straight to the point. This verse 3, it says, They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. And this is the point. All right. Those who you trust in so much. All right. Scripture says in Isaiah 30. All right. It shall be ashamed. It should be confusion upon you. Okay. The rebellious children, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. Because these same people you are, trying to establish, a rest within their kingdom is looking for a way to destroy you, man. Okay, within their kingdom while they're ruling. All right, drugging putting drugs in within the communities. All right, in the ghettos, in the slums. Okay, in the so-called hoods. All right, putting these certain fast food joints around every corner you turn, putting all these just complete things that's going to defile and promote sickness and wickedness within within Jake's environments. Esau's there to promote it, man. He's there to cause it, because he's looking for a way to eliminate you, man. You see? So bringing it back to the Micah 2:10, for this is not your rest, man. You know, constantly we're being oppressed, man. Every day we're, Jake got to wake up and pay bills and have to turn around and go to work hella hours, okay, just for you to not be able to have enough to pay your bills. All right, and the scriptures goes into that. All right, which I'm gonna grab and Baruch, I believe it's Baruch 3:8, and it says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Once again, we are yet this day in our captivity, still being oppressed, still being, with these devil's foot on our neck. All right, still being put in a poverty situation where we're not succeeding nowhere. Okay, still having Esau, Roman modern troops. All right, cruising throughout our streets. All right, which just goes back to the curses, man. But showing you we still, as a nation of people, all right, being oppressed in our captivity. It says, where thou hast scattered us for our reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment. So because we went wrong in things that we done, okay, that was not right, serving other gods, all right, doing all these things that was wicked. Because we went off on these things, and I'm going to continue to say that as well. We have to be subject to payments, making these payments constantly, leaving your pockets dry every time you turn around. You got to pay your car insurance, your car payments. You got to pay your bills, your light bills, your Tico bill, your toll bills. You got to pay all these bills, man. All right, just to survive here. Okay, because we ain't living, we are trying to survive. All right, under this harsh and rigorous condition. All right, it says, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord, YAHAWASHI, our power. And a furthermore proof of that scripture, okay, showing that we went off, okay, is Baruch 4, which is verse 6. It says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved YAHAWASHI to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies, which we're in the condition of serving our enemies, man. All right, which is Deuteronomy 28, verse 45, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, going to our enemies for one of all things. This is that a part of those curses. And verse 7 is going to expound on that. It says, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to YAHAWASHI. So this is the consequences that we had to pay. Okay, we suffering the things of our forefathers, which we are our forefathers. Okay, of our wrongdoings, the things that we went off in, man. So paying that price, we have to be in this condition, which is not forever. Okay, as the scripture says, not for our destruction. Okay, not for your destruction. Okay, scripture says, Lord, love us, man. Okay, but proceeding to the point, it says we are yet this day in our captivity. So being so, we have to be subject to these payments. You see Jake crying out, going through it, and still try to find a rest here, though. You see, looking for some peace, looking for a way out. The only way out of here is to YAHAWASHI. You see, but going into it, we work all the day long just for nothing, man. Going into the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6. And I'll close it out with this. And it reads, ye have so much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. All right, and that is our constant, all right, hamster wheel that we continue to run over and over and over and over. That recycle, man. All right, that monopoly recycle. All right, where we gotta constantly be working hella hours, working overtime, working, till your pockets, all right, are completely full just to be dry again. Okay, you might work hella hours and get paid that lumps of a check, but when you go and return and take that money home, you got all these bills that you got to pay, leaving your pockets full. That was full once, now empty. All right, to nothing in it. Okay, like if you just earned all these things and it just slipped right through your pockets. And that's the continuous cycle that's here in this place that we are in captivity to, man. Okay, so just watching this video, reminded me of knowing that, all right, this is going to continue until YAHAWASHI comes deliver us from all of these curses that we're under, man. Okay, what shows you that Jake is feeling it. All right, and they're just gonna start feeling it more and more, especially if they trust in this place. All right. Hey, but that was on my spirit to bring out Lord when this lesson was edifying to YAHAWAH, the seeker of the Lord, the truth and sincerity. Okay, but I'm gonna close it out by giving all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Once again, double honor said I was an apostle, great millstone, will teach you well. Peace and blessings to the brothers who pushes work of truth and sincerity to the scattered abroad. Till next time I say, Shalom.